Good evening, everybody. If you can hear me, please, may you please indicate.
Good evening. I can hear you.
Sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good.
Evening,
Thank you. Thank you. It's so good to have every one of you here. Already we are 14 in the call, and I think it's good for us to start moving. And since I know that we are being heard, I think the best thing to do is to just flag off. It's another edition of actually today's one is a bit different from what we are used to, because today we have expanded our reach. Today, we are not just doing Africa. Today, we are doing global. Today, this is the first edition of the Ibmc 2022 Global. What I'm saying in the sense that we decided to move our time a bit forward just to be able to accommodate our America and actually our North America prospects and partners, because that became extremely necessary, because from today, America has gained an extra hour, and that gives them the opportunity to be able to join our meetings. So today is very, very special, and is the start of something bigger. So what that simply tells you is that it's time for you to expand your reach. You know, get your friends in Canada, get your friends in the US, and let us all come together and be able to do what we are called here to do. Please, may we have people please mute your microphone so that we're able to avoid any form of interference. Please, that's what, leave them muted until you are called on to speak. If that is not done, please keep your mic muted. Okay. Before we continue today, I have a program, and then we're going to go according to that program. And I am going to just call Mrs. Olushola Akintoye. She's here. She's been on the road since flying just to be able to get home. May you please unmute and say the opening prayer so that we can get on with the meeting we have today.
Good evening, everyone in the room. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are hearing us from this beautiful evening from Nigeria. I'm pleased to be here this evening. Shall we pray? Father, in the name of Jesus, we want to thank you for a beautiful time to come together to learn and to move our business forward. We pray that as we start this hour, that your presence will go with us, that we will speak aright and we will not speak amiss, in Jesus' name. We also pray for as many that are yet to be at this meeting. We ask that you, God of heaven, you will draw their attention, that they will be partaker of this meeting in the name of Jesus. And at the end of today's program, we have every cause to say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for hearing us. And thank you for making the day beautiful for us. This will be our testimony. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Thank you very much for that time of prayer.
Amen.
We don't take it for granted at all when you are in God's bidding. You know, you always get yourself ready for him to reach out to you. I want to thank all the people that have joined us from different parts of the world. I may not be able to start calling your names right now, but let it be known to you that we sure do appreciate you, and we are glad that you are here today. An amazing company made it possible for us to be here today, and that company is called Ibmc International, a company that has kind of revolutionized our lives completely. So don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm just trying to set what we're going to use, because the internet had been behaving extremely funny throughout this evening. And but all the same, we are going to overcome it, because that is the reason why we are here today. So I want to, like I said, thank every one of you who have made it out here today, despite the challenges that we might have had. with internet and with other things, you are still here today. And as I was saying before, there is a company that is responsible for us being here today, and we don't want to take it for granted at all. We want to be able to utilize the opportunity that we have been given to be able to do an amazing job. Thanks to all who are here already. I can see Bishop Kari is joining us right now all the way from Port Harcourt. I have a lot of friends, the doctors are around. Okay, while I do this, let me just quickly ask Dr. Charles Omorogbe to say
this
hi
is Monday.com CRM, a CRM you'll actually...
Let's go. Let's just, Dr. Charles, if you're there, may you please say hi to the house in the next 1-2 minutes so that they will know that you're actually here.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good morning, depending on where you're hearing us from. Thank you for making out time to honor your invitation for those that are fresh invitees, and for those that are associates, I welcome you all. I can assure you by the grace of God, we're going to have an exciting time. Get your papers, get your biros ready to jot down your questions so that we can entertain and have great interaction. And God will see us through today in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you.
Amen. And also Dr. Linda is here. I saw her. I think she should still be on the call. Dr. Linda, may you please unmute and say hi to the people. Let them know you're here.
Good morning. Good evening, everyone, depending on where you are listening to us from. I promise you're going to have exciting time with us this evening. So just sit tight and let's go. We move.
Yes, we move. Nothing is going to stop us from moving, and that is why we are here. So
when looking at a potential network marketing opportunity,
all your gynecology questions ready. You know, we are here, like I said, because of a company called Ibmc International. But please, let me be sure that you guys are actually hearing me. Please, may you give me a 111 if you are hearing me, because we are ready to go. Now, once I get that, I think we should be ready to start flagging this off and get this meeting going. Thank you very much. Yes, I can see those ones. It is Ibmc, a company called Ibmc International, that actually made it possible for us to be here today. And I think it would be nice for us to get a message from them. This is from one of our amazing associates telling us why he chose Ibmc as a company to partner with. Well, my name has not changed. I am still Dr. King Vitus, eminent peace ambassador, and one that just likes introducing the best offers to people so that their life and health can be what God wants it to be. So if you're ready, let us see why this man chose Ibmc. That is Mr. Solomon James talking about why he chose Ibmc. I'll be back immediately after this to tell you more about the company. Then after that, we will unleash the doctors and get the information that we are looking for. Welcome one more time and enjoy the ride.
When looking at a potential network marketing opportunity, it's critical to know and understand exactly what you are looking for. Just about every opportunity presentation comes with the promise of big money. But what's important is to choose the opportunity that will give you the best chance for long-term success. Solomon James is a proven network marketing leader who has built large organizations throughout Africa and internationally. Solomon has the know-how and experience to properly analyze business opportunities, and in his message today titled Why I Joined Ibmc, Solomon will look at 5 key factors to consider when selecting a network marketing company. You will discover that Ibmc not only meets this 5 criteria for success, but far exceeds any other opportunity in the market today. And now, here is Solomon James.
A lot of persons have asked me why I choose to build a business with Ibmc. Hopefully by listening to this short presentation, you will know my reason why. I've been around the network marketing block for about 15 years and I've been blessed to thrive with it. Now don't get me wrong, I've also gotten my own fair share of the ups and downs, and I've learned a few things about selecting the right company to work with for the long haul. I do believe that there are 5 factors to consider before you join any network marketing company. So let's look at these 5 factors. 1, a company with a strong infrastructure. 2, a large market with potential growth. 3, unique product within that market. 4, a fair and rewarding plan. 5, excellent training and reward system. It was these factors that I considered when reviewing Ibmc. So let me share my thoughts on each area as they pertain to Ibmc. Firstly, a strong company infrastructure is very critical if you are going to put your time, your energy, and resources into building for the long haul. You want to make sure you are with a company that is actually structured to last. Now, Ibmc was launched in October 2016 and led by 3 multi-millionaire entrepreneurial leaders, Tan Kamfo, Lau Changwan, and Yap Yen. The 3 of them have a stellar track record. They've been around the industry with a combined experience of about 100 years. They've been a backbone for several other network marketing companies, ranging from being business development managers, chief marketing officers, chief operating officers, chief information officers, chief executive officers, and consultants in various direct selling companies with expertise in operational management, strategy, planning, financial management, market development, product development, synergizing, compensation plan, among others. And Ibmc has all these in-house. Many new companies simply don't have any of these in place. The company is totally debt-free, and the company has spread its footprint into 8 countries and expanding around the world. This is a global business and is thriving and growing all within 3 years. Now, the second factor we said was a large market with a growing potential. If you do your research, you will discover that the place to be today and in the near future is in the health and wellness industry, which is worth about $4.5 trillion a year. And within that market, Ibmc holds a very unique position. We have products that are positioned in these key market sectors. And with the corona pandemic, the health and wellness industry is now on steroids. And Ibmc is truly a global company, shipping these products to over 8 countries around the world. Factor number 2 we said is a unique product. It's one thing to be in a huge and growing market, and absolutely nothing if you don't have a product people truly want to buy month after month. If you have a product that works, then people will refer it to even others month after month, and that's critical. Now, Ibmc has some incredible products with exclusive technology, and these products really do work and they get results. Virgin, our flagship product, maintains and improves the health of a woman's vagina. It balances the good bacteria, which is the lactobacilli, and the bad bacteria, anaerobes. In addition, Virgin helps the vagina regains its immune system and increases its defensive power. Vitide, which is our beverage drink, contains peptide from soy protein extract, providing the essential peptides and nutrients for vitality and strength. Adwell, the digestive enzyme here, enhances the functional food we eat, making them easier to absorb and boost efficacy, thereby helping to increase metabolism and strengthen immune functions. These products are at the heart of any legitimate business, and we have the perfect product portfolio in Ibmc. Factor number 4 is a fair rewarding plan. And the Mary Synergistic board-breaking plan is a revolutionary reward plan that has never been in the industry. Little wonder in just the first 3 years, Mary has paid out over $200 million in commission to its distributors and has created over 35 millionaires. We have the strongest customer acquisition and retention program, where your membership is for life without a compulsory monthly auto-ship. No balancing of legs or flushing of points. It's so simple that with just one referred partner with an agency pack, you can get back over 90% of your initial cash outlay and still get to choose the product combinations you want, not forced on you by the company. You can choose to just join us and use the product whenever you want. You can also decide to refer the product, gather customers, and earn retail bonuses between 30 to 50%. You may want to join us to build a business and refer others with the potential of earning even up to $71,400. Team turnkey system that team members can use and create their own Ibmc success story. So there you have it. These are the 5 key factors that I consider to make my decision to join Ibmc. And I believe that no matter how hard you look, you won't find another company or opportunity that provides you with this type of platform to build your own personal economy. I wish you the very best in building a great long-term success with Ibmc.
All right, I'm back again. We now hear from Mr. Solomon James the reason why he chose to partner with this amazing company. That is also the reason why some of us joined in. The internet is giving some of us a lot of headache, but we are going to overcome it because I have something I must share with everyone that is on this call tonight. And it's very, very important that I share that with you. So please do bear with me. I'm going to try to get it right. While I do that, I want to say a big thank you for coming out here today. You have heard there are different reasons why everybody says yes to the company. And one of them is the availability of the technical backbone. You're talking about 100 years of amazing experience that you don't have to get anymore. You don't just need to get it anymore because somebody already have paid the price. So that is what we are looking for in any form of business platform. So when you get that, definitely you will be set to go. Nobody is going to stop you. Okay, before quickly do this. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to invite one of the doctors in the house, I'm going to stop sharing and invite them to come on so that I will take time to fix this. So that we get on with it as quickly as we can. May I quickly call on Dr. Charles Omorogbe to start off, please. I have given you opportunity to share. May you please share and tell us. We're dealing mainly, let me quickly remind us, it is the Women's Month. In the US, it is Women's Heritage Month. And we have been doing a series of programming pointing to that fact, being able to celebrate our mothers, our sisters. And today is no exception. I have some people on the call actually who came in with some questions today. I just pray that this internet will allow them to stay, because we want to be able to deal with a lot of female issues today, so that everyone that came here today can go back knowing fully well that Ibmc is the company that supports what they are looking for. So Deacon Charles, he's a deacon in his church, an amazing Ibmcian. One person, somebody told me, that does a lot of research in whatever he is doing. And I believe that his message today will be an amazing, amazing, amazing timeout for every one of us. So Dr. Charlie, if you are ready, please take it on. Let's learn about the first part of the female reproductive system. He is looking at our product called Vagine, and then after that we're going to be having another lady who will be looking at the same thing with our product called Fermentima. So get yourself ready, because Dr. Charles is ready, and nothing stops us from unleashing him to tell us what he's got for us today. So Dr. Charles, if you're ready, take it on.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, and good day to everyone in the room. I hope I'm loud and clear. Can anybody hear me? Can you see the slide?
Yes, we can see the slide.
Yes.
Thank you, that's great. Yes, my name is Dr. Charles. I'm an health communicator and entrepreneur, and by the grace of God, an eye specialist. So I'll be taking this section without more time wasting concerning the female reproductive system. As I said earlier, my job here is to make it simplified so that we can all understand what the female reproductive system is and how it's actually affecting the female in terms of reproduction and general well-being of a lady. First and foremost, I want us to have this behind our minds, that the system that we're talking about is actually a combination of organs. The organs definitely made up the system. Then what makes up the organs that made up this system is actually the tissues. So we should get it clear now. Then what makes up the tissue is actually what? The cells. So when we are talking about the system here, we do not rule out the functions of the cells. So when your cells are definitely in bad conditions of health, it will definitely affect your tissue, and that will replicate or show in your organs. And once it shows in your organs, your system begins to reflect the negative result of what the cells are sensed out. I just want us to have that foundation behind our heart. Now, what is the female reproductive system? This female reproductive system consists of mainly the ovaries. We'll be doing an overview of what it actually entails. We'll be covering the anatomy of the female reproductive system, an overview, then the causes of vaginal infection, then some prevention of vaginal infection. We're talking about vaginal discharge coloration and a powerful ingredient and a product called Vagine and its benefits in totality, how it can actually help lots of ladies to combat the challenges we're going to be talking about today. So let's go straight to the business of today, the reproductive system. Now we are seeing the screen. Looking at the screen, I'll just give an overview of what the reproductive system is all about. The female reproductive system consists, if you see the two diagrams on your screen, you see that it consists of both the external part and what I call the internal part. The external part is where you're looking at on your left side, that consists of the ovary, the fallopian tube, the uterus, the cervix, the clitoris, and the vulva. Those are the internal parts of the reproductive system. While the external parts, you're talking about the labias. The labias are the lips of the vagina, the clitoris, and the other adnesia. The organ and tissue which they are made of are mainly the cells. That is why I say we're going to concentrate, because whatever health challenge your cells have is what replicates or shows up in your reproductive system. And the reproductive systems are involved. What are they? What are their major functions? Is for fertility, for conception, pregnancy, and childbirth. For pregnancy and childbirth. But today we'll be concentrating, after mentioning all this, I'll be concentrating on the ovaries and the vagina. And in bracket, probably I will just dive a little bit into menstruation. First and foremost, let's see how this works. You see, during conception or during ovulation, what we call menstrual cycle, the ovaries, the function of the ovaries is to release egg most times. Once the ovary releases egg, what happens? It goes into the fallopian tube. Fallopian tube channels the egg into the uterus, and once there's a sperm that is being released into the uterus, there is fertilization. And once this fertilization doesn't take place, maybe a man or a woman did not have intimacy, that is when the walls of the uterus melts out. And this comes out from a woman in form of what? In form of blood. And that is what we call menstruation. That's what we call menstruation. So during these stages, there are hormones that come to play. The ovaries actually releases hormones. Without those hormones, reproduction is very, very difficult in a woman. That is why I said today, we're going to be concentrating on the ovaries and what? And the vagina. Now, first and foremost, we all know that the hormone is responsible for production of the ovaries is responsible for two major hormones called what? Called the progesterone and the estrogen. The estrogen generally is for female sexual development. That for women, once you have enough estrogen, you have that female physical adnesia showing the breast, the milk production, the hip enlargement, the hair growth around the body. That's the function of the estrogen. And it also helps to bath the ovary during the eggs when the ovaries are released. The progesterone, what does it do? It helps to prepare the uterus for fertilization. So when a lady has intimacy and the eggs are fertilized, it prepares the wall of the uterus, that's the endometrium, for reception of the egg. And these two hormones are activated and by what we call from the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is a gland from the brain that sends other hormones to activate these hormones. So you see that even the ovary, if the hormones are not properly released, or if the pituitary glands are not activated, your estrogen and progesterone release is retarded. And this will definitely lead to challenges in fertility. What are some of the hormones released from the pituitary gland? These are called the luteinizing hormones and the follicle stimulating hormones. What do they do? The follicle, as the name is said, it helps to attract or to pull out the eggs from the ovaries. When it's released, it helps to pull out the eggs from the ovaries. And once the ovaries receives it or into the fallopian tube, then the luteinizing hormones help to prepare the egg for fertilization. These are the powerful functions of these hormones. And the major causes of these hormones is that when they are now less in production, you can imagine if you don't have estrogen being released, if you don't have progesterone being released, if you don't have your pituitary gland being activated, then there's a problem with fertilization. The egg is being released, but nothing to activate it. Even when there is sperm position, the eggs definitely will not get them. That is the major function of the reproductive system in a lady. Now, looking at the external view on the right, as we're seeing on the screen, you see that the external view, a lady actually has three openings, just like the men. You have the anus, you have the vagina, and you have the urethra. The urethra is the section for urination for ladies, while the vagina is for intercourse during fertilization, and the anus, we know what that is for passing out feces. Now, the clitoris is just a function of stimulation to arouse a lady, and protection of this clitoris is all about the two lips. We call it the lips of the vagina. You have the labia majora and the labia minora. They help to protect the vagina from external challenges. Once an egg, there is an intercourse and an egg is released. Once there is no fertilization, it happens that the endometrium is actually washed out, causing menstruation. Ovary is an endocrine gland, definitely producing those hormones for what? For fertilization. So those are just a general overview of what the reproductive system, both the internal and external reproductive system, can actually do in a lady. Now, there are common causes of vaginal infection. There are common causes of vaginal infection. What you should have behind your mind is that what causes vaginal infections? In basic terms, vaginal infection tend to develop when something affects, usually, balance of bacteria and yeast in your vagina. That's why most times we talk about, in terms of the vagina, the acidity of your vagina, the pH of your vagina. It's very, very important in fertilization. And likewise, in the ovary, your hormonal balance is very, very important in reproduction. So you see that these two major factors, the health of your vagina and the health of your ovaries, are very, very important. You will not rule out the fact that the health of these two organs, these organs and hormones I'm mentioning, will not come to place without the health of your what? Of your cells. That is why the doctors of the millennium will want to treat you from the cellular level, even if you're taking care of the system from the superficial level. But your major health and perfection comes from where? From your cells. That is why your nutrition and the way you take care of your system or your body through your nutrition, it's very, very important. So if you have a defect in some multivitamins, or like the pituitary gland, for example, now, it has what can actually promote it. The pituitary gland needs nutrients like vitamin A, D, E. You need zinc, you need magnesium, you need iron, you need magnesia, you need some of those multivitamins. And how do you get these multivitamins to activate the pituitary gland? You get it from your nutrition. So your nutrition has to be on top notch to get the great result you need from your reproductive system. So now, here are the common causes of vaginal infection. When you talk about vaginal infection, once you have an imbalance, definitely, in the acidic nature or condition of the vagina, challenges sets in. When I say acidic nature, the vagina has its own natural cleansing mechanism. God has perfected the vagina to cleanse itself naturally. So when there's any obstruction in the cleaning mechanism of the vagina, challenges sets in. What are some of the challenges? You start having bacterial infection, yeast infection, trichomoniasis, vaginal atrophy, even dosing. These are some of the infections that you come across. Then people that wash their intimate area with soap, body wash, and perfume, spermicidal contraceptives. Then when you wear some tightening underwears that are not wool or aerated, they can actually cause vaginal infection. So what am I trying to say here? The acidity nature of your vagina needs to be kept intact between 3.8 to 4.4. Has to be balanced. When there is an alteration, either it's too alkaline or too acidic, then there is problem with the reproductive system. Fertility becomes to have problem when it's too acidic. Any sperm that deposit in the vagina on its way to the uterus, to the fallopian tube for fertilization, it has a problem. It dies along the way because it's too acidic. And if it's too alkaline, it becomes too weak. That is why we said the pH of the vagina has to be intact. That boils down to the health of your vagina. And once those hormones are not in place, I always want to stress it, those two major things, put it behind your mind. The hormones that is responsible for reproduction and the health of your vagina. Once you can fix those two things, generally, your reproductive system will answer you anytime, any day. Now, how to prevent your vaginal infection? How do we prevent this infection? We maintain proper hygiene. As I said earlier, you maintain proper hygiene. We avoid panty liners if you can. What I mean, if you can, or even if you're using it, try to change it more frequently. You wear loose cotton panties for ventilations, not the one that are too tight. You need aerations. So if you are the type that love wearing trousers and boxers and tights and everything all the time, because we know that ladies wear most of those things now, find time to create aeration in the intimate area, because the heat is not something the vagina wants to keep up with all day long. Then some of us that are sexually active, if you know you're not in the section to plan to have babies, condom use is very good, because the deposit of seminal fluid or sperm can actually alter your pH of your vagina and still cause things like bacterial vaginosis and other vaginal challenges. We clean your intimate area or your anus when you go to the toilet from the front to the back. When I mean from the front to the back, from your vagina opening to the back, because we see a lot of people just use tissue, use water, washing it anyhow, not being conscious about the direction. Why are we saying from front to the back? Because you can easily introduce bacteria from your feces and from the anus into your intimate area. Before you know it, it obstructs the pH of the vagina and challenges start setting in. Then avoid diets too high in sugar, as this can lead to alteration in your vaginal pH or growth of bad bacteria in the vagina. Then we increase probiotics intake. Probiotic intakes are probiotics are food for the good bacteria. They all need it. The intimate area actually has what they call good and the bad bacteria. The bad bacteria is inhibited by good nutrition, while the good bacteria is promoted, especially lactobacillus in the vagina. So we note having a good immune system, note that, will help keep a vaginal infection in check. A good immune system starts from where? From good exercises, from good nutrition, even from your emotional thinking, because your emotions can actually affect some of your hormones. For example, your cortisol, which is stress hormones. You know how you feel when you are having anxiety or fear, or if you cannot sleep properly, stress, inclined, cortisol is released. So your state of mind can actually affect your health. So it's not all about just checking the system and saying you have vaginitis or you have this and trying to fix the superficial problem. The problem is that what is the cellular challenges the system is having from the cellular level? That is what will help to fix the reproductive system in totality. Now, there are vaginal discharges women notice. So when you see these colors in your panties, at least 95 to 98% of ladies that have gotten up to puberty level or that have started menstruating have actually experienced this most times in their life cycle. Discharges, and this is actually what they stand for. When you check, some of them will take off their panties, maybe when they want to urinate or want to go to toilet, they see some discharges. So when you see white coloration on your panties, this is an indication of what? Of yeast infection. Some people will see yellow, which is sexually transmitted diseases, which is STD. Some will see red. We all know what red means. Either during menstruation, when there's no fertilization, cervical infection, cervical polyps, and endometrial or cervical cancer. But when it's pinkish, not red in color, you have cervical bleeding, vaginal irritation, which could lead to itching and implantation of of bleeding. Then when you have gray, that is the major one that is common among ladies, bacterial vaginosis. Gray indicates bacterial vaginosis, where you have smell, odor, itching, discharge, and other vaginal challenges. Then when you have clear, very clear discharges, they all depend on how sticky they are too. That means it's very healthy too, just like the first one that is white. Then pregnancy is indicated. That is when you go for pregnancy test, you see that discharge is whitish. Then ovulation is in place. Then automatically, once you're ovulating, you know that your hormones are definitely imbalanced. So these are some of the colors you need to take note of, so that you will know the stage at which you need to seek what? To seek medical intervention for treatment. Now, that will bring us to a wonderful product that could help perfectly to curtail these challenges I've mentioned in terms of your hormonal imbalances, which is needed for your reproductive system, and your vaginal health in terms of the pH and the balance of your vaginal health. That brings us to a wonderful product patented by a company and owned solely by a company called Ibmc. The product is called Virgin. If you hear me well, can you type Virgin on the chat room? Virgin. If you haven't heard it before, just type it and you see how powerful this product is. Just type it, Virgin, 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 all the way. It's a product that I've come to stay. It's a product that I've come to help feminine humanity. Not only feminine, and also to help the men in question, because this product has, even the company that produces it, has other benefits it's doing for people that we detected even in the process of usage. Like me, there are some ingredients in this Virgin that helps in skin. I use it for my face occasionally, and it has given me a wonderful baby-looking face. Because of what? Because of the ingredient in Virgin. What are these ingredients? The Virgin you're seeing there as number one is the uniqueness of the product. That is the patent. That is the science that no one can steal from Ibmc. And you have see the product also has antibacterial and immune peptides. What does this antibacterial and immune peptides do? They have to fight against pathogens. They destroy and suppresses the growth of pathogens or the bad bacteria in the intimate area. And they also do what? They also regulate the immune system. You see, they have to regulate the immune system. Remember, I said in the previous slide, the power of your immune system. Now see an ingredient that helps to regulate the immune system. How does it do this? By blocking or stimulating immune response to generate tolerance. Then you have the organic acid. This one helps to give the vagina what? Its pH stability. This is the key to healthy vagina. This helps to release what they call the lactic acid of pH above 2.4 to establish that the vagina has a balanced pH. And what helps to release this pH, this lactic acid, is from the good bacteria in the vagina, which is the lactobacillus, which produces high level of lactic acid, making the vaginal acidity and preventing bacterial vaginosis. That is the nature of the acid. That is why any product you need to use for your intimate area health has to have this particular ingredient called lactobacterial-based probiotics, so that they can help to prevent bacterial vaginosis. Then you talk about the seaweed extract. Seaweed extract is another powerful ingredients found in Virgin. What does seaweed extract do? These are algae. It helps to promote the growth of good bacteria. It's actually the food for the vagina. It contains lots of vitamins. like vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. Mind you, the seaweed extract also contains iodine, and this helps to regulate what? The hormonal level needed to produce the egg. So you see that this seaweed can actually help the ovaries too in terms of hormonal release and the health of the eggs. As you can see the balance between the ingredients and how they are affecting your vaginal pH and the production of the eggs and the health and the hormones. What does seaweed extra also do? It helps to restore the endometriosis. For those that have challenges with the lining of the uterus, it helps to restore it. In terms of ovulation difficulty, the seaweed extract helps. In terms of heavy period, the seaweed extract helps. In terms of infertility, the seaweed extract helps. Then in terms of thyroid function and irregular menstrual period, the seaweed extract helps. Not to talk of the polycystic ovarian cyst, which is as a result of excessive growth of the male hormone. Because people have that every time they say polycystic ovarian cyst, is actually an excessive growth of male hormone in a female encompassed in a cyst. And when it becomes complex, that means blood has been involved or other hard exudate. Then hyaluronic acid. What does hyaluronic acid do? This is it helps to draw moisture. This is what gives your vagina moisture. To the vagina, it gives your vagina moisture. So this is hyaluronic and very, very good for your skin. It speeds up wound. I can tell you, if you apply a little bit of vagina intimate gel to injury, it helps to heal it faster. Because of what? Because of the presence of hyaluronic acid. And that is why most ladies that have beautiful skin, most of the cream they use contain this acid, hyaluronic acid, very good for the skin and helps to also relieve urinary pain. Then what about the polysaccharide? This provides structural structure. So you never can, when you are on virgin, you will not hear any slogan or the myth of saying the older you get, you start having a wrinkled, intimate area. No, polysaccharide keeps your intimate area in check and provides structural support and energy through what the stored glycogen. Vitamin E, we all know, is an antioxidant, great for reproduction and health of the skin. Then 100% natural essential oil. This one helps to give you their fresh aroma. That is why virgin smells so good. From the lavender romana flower, it makes it smells good and give you comfort and relaxation. So that's the power of virgin that can actually help rectify most of your reproductive system challenges. We're not saying virgin will help to cure or treat all your reproductive system, but what we're saying that virgin will help to rectify the challenges you are facing in your reproductive system from your cellular level to affect your tissues, to affect your organs, and finally, your system will be in place. Now, what are the benefits of virgin? It helps to protect and enhance friendly bacteria, which is the lactobacillus. It inhibits the bad bacteria and reduces infection because of the ingredients it has. I've just broken down for you. It enhances self-cleansing defense mechanism. It has a moisturizing and tightening effect. So you don't need to do the old myth of people saying you want to use alum to wash because of tightening. It gives you that natural tightness. And you don't need, it's one of the best lubricants. It's better than what they call KY jelly. It helps to repair the cells. If you repair the cell, that is why I said it's very good when you have injury. Once you rub it on your injury, it speeds up healing faster. They restore elasticity for those that think their muscles are weak. Then it improves sex life. It gives you fresh aroma when you have intimacy. Then release of pheromones, excretion. Pheromones excretion is what a lady releases when you're about to have intimacies. It makes love making very, very lovely and sweet. Let's put it like that in simplified form. But somebody was asking, does it mean if I'm on virgin, anytime I use it, I'll be looking for a man, or I'll just feel like having intimacy or intercourse? The answer is definitely no. What it means is that once you're on virgin and you are in a position or in an atmosphere of intimacy, you have the best you can in terms of enjoyment. That is what I want to say for now in terms of reproductive system and a product that can actually help you. My wonderful partner, Dr. Linda, will dive more into other areas for a clearer and better understanding so that we can be able to make those presentations together and have a full understanding of what the reproductive system impact has on feminine health and how some of this, our wonderful supplement can aid and help our women. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope I've been able to simplify the reproductive system and how the challenges can be averted for wonderful health for the ladies and for the men too. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Back to
Charles.
you, Dr. Vitus.
Thank you very much, Dr. Charles. What else can I say? But before I go very far, I would like to take just 3 questions. Just 3 questions. Then we'll go back to the next speaker. Then I will come back to round up just 3 questions. Whether it is a female related question or a male reproduction related question. If you have yours, you can signify by raising your hand, or better still, you can type it in the comment box as well, and we're going to pick it up and then be able to deal with it. Thank you very much, Dr. Charles. Dr. Charles Omorogbe is just an amazing human being who, you know, you don't, there is no dullness when Dr. Charles is presenting. I remembered a couple of days ago, we're going to have a UN function, and somebody asked me, is Dr. Charles coming to is he speaking at the meeting? I told them no, but he's going to be there as a support. You know what they told me? They said, no. We women like Dr. Charles presenting the female reproductive system. I never told him that, but he's hearing that today on. So Dr. Charles, you're the only one that know what exactly you are. All the women are, they are rooting for you. So I only pity your wife. Okay, before we go on, the lady that's going to ask questions right now, I can see Mrs. Olusola Akintoyesh. I'm going to ask her to give a testimony, okay? Because we had some clients, she delivered some products too on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. And by the time she was speaking to them on Saturday, they had some testimony. So I would like her to give that testimony. Then immediately after that, she can throw her question, and Dr. Charles will definitely answer. Don't worry, Dr. Linda is also in the house today. So we have 3 amazing doctors. I think Dr. Wazingi is also in the house. So men, when the doctors are released, anything is possible. So Olusola Akintoye, may you please unmute, tell us that testimony, and let us know the question you're asking Dr. Charles Omorogbe today.
Thank you, Dr. King. Thank you, Dr. Charles. I greet everyone on board once again. I'm Olusola Akintoye. The testimony, we had this couple who were introduced 2 weeks ago, and the following week, with much talk and conviction after listening to the issues. They've been married for some time, and they had issue with conception, and the woman has bacterial vaginosis, and the husband too has issues. And I did all I could to convince them so that they could get virgin fermentima and early heart, which they eventually got. And on Wednesday, I made delivery just like Dr. King said. And they called me on Saturday to tell me that on Friday, I called. The husband said that we are seeing changes, so that something is coming out. I said, okay. Because the husband was this curious and I want to know, when will they start seeing changes? When is this thing going to work? And I made it clear to him that this thing will start working after 24 hours. You get results, and you call me back and say, oh, what is it that you gave us? We are seeing changes. And on Saturday morning, the man called in and said, what came out of my wife was this thick yellow thing. Wow. That in fact they are seeing changes, and he also is seeing changes. I said, okay, glory be to God. Keep using it at least for 2 weeks. Let's see what happens before you start alternating 1 or 2 days and on like that. So that's what has happened so far. And I know that the testimony is coming in full pack. This is just a tip of the iceberg. Now to my question, Dr. Charles. I want to ask this question, that someone who is breastfeeding, can the person still go on virgin if we have a breastfeeding mother? Can she go on virgin? Thank you. That's my question.
Okay, Dr. Charles, before you answer, let me throw another question in from Martin. He asks a question. He says, can a woman having fibroid issue use virgin? So tie 2 of them together and then let's go ahead. After that, we have only one more question and we move to the next speaker. Dr. Charles. Dr. Charles, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Questions, 2 questions. Olushola was asking if a
woman
mother
that is
who is breastfeeding can use virgin. Then the second is, can somebody who has fibroid
breastfeeding mother
use virgin? Go right ahead, sir.
A breastfeeding mother, actually. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me? Hello?
We can, sir. Go right ahead.
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes, a breastfeeding woman can use virgin. It has no effect because, you know, for the fact that the woman is breastfeeding, at that stage, you have some hormonal imbalance, even during pregnancy and after delivery, after childbirth, you definitely have hormonal imbalance. So what virgin will actually help do is it helps to now stabilize some of the hormones that has been destabilized during childbirth. So a breastfeeding woman can actually use virgin, because even after delivery, you see that the vagina is prone to infection because of the release of the uterine wall after birth. So that is the time, that is why you see that they are always advised to sit on warm water and some other medication just to get the vagina healing faster. So a woman that is breastfeeding can actually use virgin. Then as for the fibroid actually, it helps to actually, a woman, if somebody with fibroid, virgin can actually help too. What is actually fibroid? It's just an inflammation or combination of mass of muscles that are positioned in different areas of the reproductive system, either in the uterus, along the fallopian tube, or other structure in the reproductive system. So what virgin helps to do, because since the cause of fibroid is not really known yet, so what virgin does is whatever is causing that fibroid growth, once your hormones are rectified and your cells are in good shape without a challenge, definitely whatever might be the negative effect of the fibroid, the virgin and its ingredient helps to correct it from the cellular level, and whatever might be the cause of the fibroid growth, it now shrink it. We've seen a lot of testimonies on that issue where people use virgin over time and they go back before and after. We have test results that we've seen before and after, and we realize that a fibroid that was actually having over 5 to 6 millimeter in size were actually shrunk when the person was supposed to go for a surgery. So a person or a patient with fibroid can actually use virgin and actually get great results from it also.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Charles. Can I call on Anna Wamara to ask her question live? So unmute and ask your question. That's the last question we're taking for this session. Okay, so Anna Wamara from Niger Republic. We also have here today Geneba Osho Pratt from Sierra Leone. Here today. It's good to have you. So Anna, may you unmute and ask your question? Yes.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, my question is, since virgin can help in fertility issues, is there a specific time during the cycle that one is supposed to use it, or it doesn't matter at all? So that is my question.
Dr. Charles.
Yes, there's no time in particular. All Virgin does is to get you prepared for fertility. So what you don't have to wait. As I said, prevention is the best treatment for any, is better than cure, as it is said. It is better you prevent yourself early so that even if you need fertility or copulation, your body is ready for that. But if you delay for so much, because we've seen situations of people having bacterial vaginosis and challenges, all they do is just go use antibiotics, it goes and come back, or use one or two self-over-the-counter medication where they feel a little bit of relief. Meanwhile, the damages is going on within. So the best form of is early detection. So virgin use is not only when you have problem, even when you don't have it. Take, for example, a lady going out or go to the market or go for shopping. Once you are pressed, you are bound to go to the toilet. You don't carry your toilet around. So you can imagine, think about this scenario again in your house. If you travel from your home and you leave your toilet for 2 weeks, when you come back, you see that yellowish coloration. Where do you think it's coming from? From your sock away. That is where a lady actually spreads her leg to urinate. So you can imagine the vapor from the toilet coming into the intimate area. This has caused a lot of challenges to women, because a lot of women will tell you, I'm very clean down there. Nothing is happening to me. I'm healthy. They forget the fact that they use different toilets anywhere they go to. So when this challenge sets in, it becomes to degenerate and causes a lot of intimate and challenges. So virgin is actually advised to be used not only when you are seeking for fertility, not only when you already have health challenges in your intimate area, but even from the onset, so that to get you prepared. It's just like taking multivitamins for your system. You don't have to be sick to take your daily multivitamins. So virgin is supposed to be your intimate area multivitamins to keep you ready and steady at all times. So there's no particular time that your virgin need to be used. It's supposed to be a regular use.
Thank you, Dr. Charles. Yeah, use virgin at all times. Prevention is better than cure. Dr. Charles, I'm going to give you one more assignment. I would like you to please introduce Dr. Linda to us and let her come on and talk about this from the standpoint of TEMA. And I mean, it's just unbelievable. What you have done tonight is super. And if you look at the comments in the box there, then I can tell you that all the women in the house are rooting for you. And so you must know how you're going to handle it. And for those of you who joined us on Facebook, those of you who joined us on YouTube and Twitter, please send us, you can put in your question on the comment box. I am going to pick them up and ask in the Zoom platform so that you can get answers. That is why we are here. Ibmc International has come to restore happiness in your family. So if you're having those challenges, please do reach out to us, drop a message. Somebody's going to find them and we'll try to make sure that your questions are answered. So what I would simply said, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on Twitter. So basically we are reaching the whole world at the same time. So Dr. Charles, may you please do us the honor and introduce Dr. Linda today.
Wow. Thank you so much for the honor, sir. And before I introduce my wonderful friend and partner, Dr. Linda, I want to say that, well, if the ladies are waiting for me, I hope they'll be ready to receive what I have to offer, because God will actually help me to handle whatever they want me to deliver to them. And that brings me to the introduction of a wonderful woman, a woman I cherish so much, a powerful lady, a lady with big heart for humanity, a doctor, a mother, and a wife, and a friend to humanity, a woman that always wants to make sure people around her is happy with full of smile, a doctor and a passionate lady. Nobody can actually tell you about virgin or reproductive system than the woman herself. My own side of view is from what I read and from what I experienced. But she is a product of the product, and she has everything that I've explained. So she has a better understanding to tell you what the female reproductive system is all about. Sit back and relax and open your heart up. Forget about what I've said. Get a fresh view from this wonderful woman. Please type a 111 or an emoji welcoming Dr. Linda. Over to you, Dr. Linda. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Charles. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
You're welcome, madam.
Depending on where you're listening to me from. Thank you so much, Dr. Vitus. Thank you, Dr. Charles. I appreciate that. Okay, so we are looking, just having an overview of the female reproductive system. Dr. Charles has already done justice to everything you need to know, about the female reproductive system. But maybe I should, by way of recap, there are so many parts we mentioned about the female reproductive system, but I will just talk about three: the ovaries, the uterus, and the vagina. Okay, the ovaries, they produce the eggs, okay, and then for fertilization, and they also produce the reproductive hormones, that's the progesterones and the estrogens. Okay, but even before I go in depth in the female reproductive system, female reproductive system is a topic that people hardly want to talk about, especially even women when they come to the clinic. They find it difficult to discuss, their intimate life, even until maybe they have serious issues that is almost overwhelming. Then that is when they open up to talk about their health status or health issues. Now, if you going back to our early days, as in even from the Bible days, we know that when women are undergoing their monthly cycle, they are not, some churches don't allow them in, or in those days they used to call them synagogues. The women are not allowed to come to the synagogue during their monthly menstrual period. Some, if they allow you to come to the synagogue, you don't climb, you don't get onto the altar. In the olden days too, immediately after their period, the women are well, from the Bible, we are told that they used to sacrifice. They used to maybe kill pigeon for sacrifice and the rest of it. Even though these things we don't do them now, but this is to tell you how sacred they looked at the female. People can talk about male reproductive system without any shame, so to speak. But if they're talking about female reproductive system, they talk in harsh voices. You can imagine a woman, maybe the daughter starts having her menstrual period, and she's counseling her, talking to her, and you see the father coming, and they'll say, shh, 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 your daddy is coming. That kind of a thing. It's even to even explain further what I'm trying to say. The Igbo people call the menstrual or the menstruation, they call it unso. Somso in Igbo means sacred. So it is viewed as sacred. It's not something that they discuss anyhow. So in those days, when they are about to have their period, you see they will go and cut maybe materials, or they cut their wrappers to use, because there were no sanitary pads then. Okay, so they will cut their wrappers and use as their sanitary towels. So, but with time, the advent of sanitary towels came on board, and then with the advent of sanitary towels, some of them, as at the time they started producing them, they didn't have some properties. They didn't have some properties that the present day, like what we have in our affair now. The ones they used to produce before didn't have all those properties that will protect the intimate nature of the vagina. Okay, so when we talk about the vagina being sensitive, if you introduce anything which includes the pad, even if you're using the present day pad and that is not a sanitary towel, that is not the right one, you will still end up introducing germs. You will still end up introducing pathogens that will now obstruct the pH of the vagina and thereby predisposing the woman to all these cosmetic treatment that Dr. Charles already highlighted. Okay, so coming back to the parts of the ovary, I already parts of the female reproductive system. I already mentioned the ovaries. Then you have the uterus. The uterus is also what we know as the womb. It nurtures the fertilized ovum. It carries the baby until baby is ready for birth, or baby is mature enough for birth. Then, of course, he already explained everything about the vagina, how it connects the uterus and the cervix to the outside of the body, allowing for menstruation, intercourse, and childbirth. Okay, we also know that the vagina protects. We also know that the vagina protects the covering of the internal parts of the reproductive system. It also self-cleansing, like you already mentioned. Okay, so now what prompted Emery in producing the IMA plus femtima are some of the factors that affect the female sex hormones. We already know that these female sex hormones, they help in maintaining and balancing, maintaining the female health. Okay, if there is an imbalance in the woman, it now predisposes her to the challenges we talked about, like mood swings, having insomnia, not sleeping well, and having difficulty focusing on the rest of them. We know that it's also these hormones that the estrogen and the progesterone, they prepare the girl child. They prepare the girl child during puberty, and turns her into the woman that we eventually see. Okay, where the woman the lady begins to develop the breast, begin to develop hair in the pubic and underarms. Okay, and then of course the womb will start getting ready. All these are done. All these are the work of the progesterone and the estrogen. Now, if there is an imbalance, if there's an imbalance in the system, maybe caused by stress or caused by menopause, which are some of the factors that affect the hormones, you find out the woman comes down with challenges, maybe lost the rate at which she produces both calcium and the rest of them to keep her health maximally, they begin to decline. So Imerina came up with our IMA plus femtima. Our IMA plus femtima contains estrogen. They mimic the natural estrogen of the body, because as one is aging, begin to decline. So the phytoestrogen, the phytoestrogen now helps the body to produce or give the body a similitude of that the body still has estrogen, even though it is depleting due to age. It may also not be due to age. It may also even be due to health challenges. It may also even be due to some medications the person is taking. Okay, so phytoestrogen, they are the component of cassifetin, and cassifetin, that's the femtima. It is traditionally used for its estrogen-like effects to give youth to the woman. You know that when one is aging, the skin will start, the elasticity of the skin will start reducing. Okay, you start noticing some wrinkling. So it is this hormone estrogen that helps the body to maintain the skin, to maintain its firmness and elasticity, and then reducing aging. Yeah. So when the production is declining, the use of femtima, which is a phytoestrogen, helps you regain, to begin to regain your firmness, to begin to regain your youthfulness as a woman. All right. So the functions of or the benefits of femtima, one is to maintain healthy female reproductive system. Okay, healthy female reproductive, we already mentioned them: the ovaries, the uterus, and the vagina. If these systems are not maximally taken care of, it becomes difficult for even a woman to take in, or to, or even after taking in, to be able to carry the pregnancy to term. All right. So it also helps to tighten and lubricate the vaginal canal. It also thereby enhancing sexual functions. Okay. The femtima also induces and facilitates childbirth. It helps to firm the abdominal muscles. As one is aging, you see some people, they begin to accumulate fat, or abdominal fat. Okay. So by the time you start using your femtima, it helps you to firm the abdominal muscles. This doesn't rule out your regular exercises. Please mark that. It doesn't rule out the need for your regular exercises, but the femtima helps you to firm the abdominal muscle. It also helps you to regain your body strength, and it helps to regulate the menstrual cycle. The same work that your vagina does for you, the femtima, augments the action of the vagina, and even more, because the vagina work, because these are capsules, so they work from the system, they work from within, whereas the vagina are insertions. The femtima works within the system, works from the system. So they also help to alleviate menopausal symptoms. We have already looked at the menopausal symptoms. I think Dr. Charles mentioned them. You have the hormonal imbalance, you have the anxiety, you have irregular menstrual periods, you have foggy thinking, irritability, and mood swings. Okay, food cravings. Some people, they begin to crave even stuff that are not food, like in the East. There's what we call muzo. You see a lot of elderly people, which ordinarily some people crave when they are pregnant because of the depletion of iron in their system. You now find out that an elderly person is licking muzo, what we know as clay. In Igbo land, we call it muzo. So it will take you taking supplements. So because it means there are the body the body's elements are getting depleted. So you need to replenish them. so that you can stay healthy. And to replenish them, that is why we're recommending products like our Femtima. Okay, we also have not only the Femtima, you also have the ginseng, the new coffee. It is very, very good. Okay, like I know somebody that that already get the ginseng and said, notice that it is strength, that it gives you an extra strength, kind of. You find out that by the time you climb 2 or 3 stairways, you find you start panting and getting for breath. But by the time you take your ginseng, it kind of energizes you, gives you extra energy. All right. So the Femtima also is good for in cases of dysentery and rheumatism. Rheumatism, as one is aging, there is, like I already mentioned, there is depletion in the calcium level of the blood. Okay, so this reduction or this decline at the level at which the body produces calcium, this decline predisposes the woman to rheumatism, arthritis, and rest, all those illnesses. So our Femtima is a top notch for every woman. Is a must have for every woman because of the benefit we stand to get from Femtima. So that will be all for now.
Thank you very much, Dr. Linda. I'm going to quickly throw a question, even though you have tried to answer it a little bit, either you or Dr. Charles. Do you advise people to use Virgin and Femtima separately, or do you advise them to use them together? What would be your advice to the women that are here today?
I already said the action of Femtima augments the action of the vagina and the vagin. Sorry, the action of the Femtima augments. It means a combo of vagin and Femtima is a must-have for every woman.
Okay.
Yes.
And you mentioned something about the ginseng coffee.
The ginseng products, the coffee is very, very good. Okay. Mm-hmm. The properties of the ginseng, okay, it helps it, like I told you that somebody I gave the ginseng just said that before, when she climbed the staircase, she used to find herself panting and panting. But now she noticed that since she started taking this ginseng, that has been very, very amazing. She will climb the staircase and find out she's not panting. Even though I had already recommended by V-Type for her, she was saying she will come for it, she will come for it. So when this the coffee was launched, and now I said, okay, maybe it's because of the price you haven't come for V-Type. Now try this one. And she actually came up with this amazing testimony.
Thank you very much again, Dr. Linda. Is there any question? Because the internet something stole a lot of time from us. But all the same, we'll still try. We still try to do as much as we can do. Maybe some more. I want to tell us a little bit about the things you can get as being a part of the business. I want to see what I can do in 30 minutes. So if there's any question, please signify so that we take them. So Virgin and Femtima and possibly the ginseng coffee are amazing, an amazing combo. And for those of you who are in South Africa, don't worry, the coffees are in. We have them in South Africa already. And well, just contact me, you will get them. All right, Hasi, your hands are up. Please, may you unmute and ask your question quickly.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for the presentation. I wanted to ask, for people that have fibroid, what is the quantity of Virgin and Femtima that the person needs to use? I need to tell a friend that wanted to find out. Thank you.
All right, Dr. Linda. What's the recommendation?
There are 6 sticks in each box of Virgin, okay? We recommend that for a start, you take at least 4 boxes, or you use 4 boxes of Virgin. You use 2 boxes first, okay? And that is for 12 days. Then you give like a week. We're considering that maybe you during your menstrual cycle. We don't encourage you to use it because it will be a waste. It will be flushed out, alongside the blood, okay? So you are advised to take the first 12 sticks and then give like that 1 week or 4 days interval, as the case may be, for the menstrual period. Then you commence again and complete the boxes. Actually, some people come back with amazing results even after using a box. So, and we still encourage you, even after using 1 box and you feel you are okay, we still encourage you to continue, and complete and do the complete regimen, so that there won't be a rebound or of the condition. And then another thing you need to know, you don't only take Virgin when you are having issues. We already know that prevention is better than cure. All right. So you use Virgin to keep the intimate area in very good condition. Of course, if there's any condition, if there's any existing condition, you use it. But then you are better off using it for prevention than even, to cure or to treat or to handle some of these cosmetic embarrassing situations or conditions we mentioned.
All right, thank you very much. Any other one before I jump into this other section and see how far I can go before we call it a night? Any other one? Okay, Dr. Charles, please. Yeah.
Yes, just to further buttress a little bit about what Dr. Linda just said. First and foremost, never rule out medical intervention, because we've seen a lot of people that will just say, oh, they say Virgin will do this, Virgin will do that. They just abandon orthodox care or their physician. So what we're saying is that as you're undergoing medical intervention, Virgin is helping to repair naturally whatever is causing it. So don't rule out medical intervention if you're working with your doctor in terms of any reproductive health system, but Virgin will give you a natural treatment. Then before you start, it's always advisable, have your checks, have your medical report before and after, so that you will know the extent, and will give you a proof that Virgin has actually shrunk that fibroid before. So when you do your test after, you see the effect. So it's always advisable. Thank you.
Okay,
thank you very much. Yes. All right. Go ahead.
Hello. It is recommended you take 2 capsules of Femtima after meals. It could be your breakfast. It could be your lunch or your dinner. But it is recommended you take 2 capsules daily after meals.
Thank you. The doctors have actually been unleashed today, and we want to thank God I want to thank them for everything they have done. I keep talking about God. I and God. Nobody's going to separate us. So thank you, Dr. Charles, for an amazing presentation. You guys actually came up today, and thank you, Dr. Linda, as well. How many bottles of Femtima can be taken along with Virgin? Okay.
There are 60 capsules in a bottle. There are 60 capsules in a bottle of Femtima, and we recommend you can take Femtima for at least 2 to 3 months. It also depends on what you want to handle. Are you taking it for prevention, to bring back your youthfulness, or is there any condition already that you're taking? Okay, I even forgot to mention that Femtima is also very good, is an antioxidant, so it's very good. It's a very good anti-cancer. It has very good anti-cancer properties. That's Femtima, right? So it depends on if you're just using it to keep your system in the most optimal state, then just 2 capsules. The 2 capsules that will a day for that would be, a bottle will be for 1 month. If you do 2 to 3 months, that will be fine.
Okay. So it is recommended you do from between 2 and 3
Yes,
3
because these
months. Yeah.
are not like also these are supplements. This is like you taking your normal food. You know, when it's like you bringing or doing your, let's say, your food spot. You cut your kiwi, you cut your strawberry, you cut your pineapple, you cut your apple all together in a bowl and eat. You know, there's no limit to you can take it in the morning, take it. These are some, these are natural supplements. Okay. But we recommend you take 2. But if there is, just like Dr. Charles already said, like for people handling it's already a confirmed case of fibroid, you must do your scans to even know the sizes and the positions of the fibroid, so that by the time you're taking this, because what we know is that because of people's testimonies is that they actually shrink these fibroids. So it's the only way you will know is if you have taken a scan before and a scan after. That's when you will know that it has actually worked for you.
So please go out there and do yourself a scan before, and when you start using our product, also be able to, after some time, also get yourself checked up so as to know exactly what the product is doing. Now, because of time tonight, I would not be able to get into the business aspect, because whatever we have said today, trust me, it has the opportunity of putting a lot of money in your pocket. So that's basically what this whole thing is all about. We want you to be, Ibmc as a company wants you to be healthy, and Ibmc also wants you to be wealthy. That is just how amazing it is. But one thing I can promise every one of us is this: something big is in Ibmc. Amazing things that will shock you. You would not believe that a company has the capacity to be able to, meet you at that point. But next week, Sunday, I am going to be presenting our compensation plan. That's going to take most of the time next week, because already our time is going, is actually running fast, and we want to try and peg our whatever we are doing here to a certain time. But that notwithstanding, there is something I'm going to quickly do. Let me just do a little bit of introduction of what we do, what our company do and what it can promise you, and so that you have a little bit of information. If you still have any questions, please. God bless our facilitators. Yes, that is true. God bless them. They are giving us quality. I'm sure the other people on social media are, getting really, really served. So that is very, very amazing, and that's very, very wonderful. What I'll just do in a few minutes, I think I have about 10-15 minutes or about 20 to go. Let me see how far I can go with this. In Ibmc, apart from everything we have said, the essence is to make money. Now, somebody says, if you just give me information, who is the person that the thing will help? With great business like this, you are in business. That is true. So one, we are able to sell our products, but there is a business aspect of it, which I want us to look at briefly, today. I just want us to look briefly and see just a few introductions, so that when you finally use the product, you will be able to understand that, look, we are not just talking about using the product, but we are talking about something bigger. Now, in Ibmc, when you come into Ibmc, we do what we call synergistic business plan. A synergistic business plan, it comes from the word synergy. But before we go into some of those, let's look at the leaderboard and membership ranking. Now, if you look, this is one business where you cannot succeed except you help other people to succeed. And it's also a business that has to do with boards. So it's not issue of the legs, those kind of legs, the trees, building trees and all those stuff. No, in this business, we deal with boards. I will explain that a little bit when we get into trying to explain the board, which I'll just try to take a little bit and make it clear for us. Now, when you are coming into the business, there used to be 2 major areas that you can come in, but right now they are 3. a number which you can use. But the one, for the reason of what we're doing right now, is that we have the pink board, which is called the pre-associate board. Now, it's worked in a way that all you need to do is find yourself in a board, join hands with the people whom you're going to meet there. You're going to find out what I'm talking about in a while. So it's more like a symbiotic thing, a very good mixture of everything you are, just to be able to make an amazing business in life. I call it an amazing partnership where you don't see the strength, you don't see the weakness, you don't see white, you don't see black, you just see an amazing product where everybody is a winner. So whatever you got, there are 3 amazing ones that you're coming through. One of them is new, but before that time, we have the purple or the orange or the pink board where you come in. For every one of them, your job is simply to join hands with those people that are there and be able to work together until you move from there to the associate board, another area you can come in through into the business through. Then you keep working again and get to the point where you get to the executive board. You're going to understand a little bit more, though I may not be able to cover them today, but I'll try as much as I can. Then after that, you still join hands. It's still like a repeat until you get to the manager's board, you know, where you also join hands with everybody that you find there and become a director. Here we have directors in the business. When you become a director, then you have 3 branches that you're going to have to do, you know, which is the first 1-star director, 2-star director, and 3-star director. Then after that, you're going up to become a Sapphire ambassador. You move to the ambassador level where you become a Sapphire ambassador, Emerald ambassador, and you will now be called a Diamond ambassador, and you have finished 1 course, you know, in the business. Now, let me try to expand it a little bit more so that we'll get some information. Now, this is one business where you earn on 12 different categories. You know, you start off from the sponsors bonus. Then we have a new kid on the block called this jump start bonus. We're going to get there. I think we'll deal with that before we finish tonight. Then you have the team bonus, which is, that's why here you earn. Everybody watches the back of everybody, because when we watch each other's back, we're able to earn properly. Then you have the elite bonus, which comes when you become the leader of your board. We have the promotion bonus that comes to you when you're moving to another board. We have the leadership bonus that you get when you become an executive and above. We have the director development bonus, which you have when you become a director. From there, we have same rank bonus. This is one business where you do not get angry with your downline because they want to come to you. Some other businesses, even uplines, will go out of their way to frustrate downlines because they want to get there. If your downline meets you on a board, well, they have just made money for you. So here, we actually encourage them to come, move higher than us, move faster, because they are making money for us on the way. So same rank bonus is important. We have the repeat sales bonus, which you get when you buy products of the company. It's not compulsory, but every time you do repeat buying of the products, you qualify for the repeat sales bonus. We have the travel incentive. As I'm talking right now, some of our partners are in Dubai having an amazing life. So if you're like me who enjoys traveling, well, trips are waiting for you. It's there. We have the travel incentive. We have the car reward. Oh yes, brand new SUVs, amazing. About 10, 11 already given in Nigeria just in 3 years. Yes, just in 3 years. We have between Nigeria and Ghana, we're talking about, a lot of cars which has already been given out. And so really, it's a company that believes in you traveling, is a company that believes in rewarding you with a car, with 2 cars actually, and also a company that believes in giving you a house. Yes, that is the company we're talking about. And all this does not have compulsory monthly maintenance, and also the payouts are lucrative considering other companies that are out there, what they give to us. In the retail business, you can make between 24 and 31%. Yes, you can make between 24 and 31%. Let me quickly give you a scenario. If you come in with our associate package, which is costing the sum of $875, you qualify to get 23 boxes of our flagship product, Virgin. We always use that. And it will come to you at a member price of $37.63 cents. Now I'm using the US dollars because this is international. We have people from different countries. They'll be able to, calculate and put it in their own currency, and we will keep going. Now the product, the selling price of the product is $54.78. Now when you are done selling, because the idea behind the thing is to be able to use our products and also use it to help other people around you so that they will also get the same results that you have gotten. So when you finish selling your product, you would have made the sum of 1,259 US dollars 2 cents. Now, when you take away the 384 US dollars 2 cents that you have spent, you are basically going to make a profit. When you take up the 875 US dollars that you have spent, you're going to make a profit of 384 US dollars. Now, that might look small to you, but trust me, when you convert them in some currencies, you're talking about substantial amount of money. Please, may we mute our microphone, please? It's causing a lot of interference here. Now, if you come to repurchase, remember we said something about repurchasing. If, for instance, you get your product and you finish selling them within a short time, what do? You need more products, you need more virgin. You just spend the same 875 US dollars. Of course, our company delivers in every country where we have a branch, and we do it free of charge. So if you are in Nigeria, you are in Egypt, you are in Ghana, definitely you will be, your product will come to you without you paying any extra charge. But if you are in countries like South Africa, there is an arrangement where you pay a little bit more and the product will be, at your doorstep, because in South Africa, we deliver those products within 24 hours, and we have not failed so far. So if you're doing a repurchase and you are going to spend just the same 875 US dollars, and instead of now the 23, the company gives you 10 extra boxes. So actually, they have added 10 extra for you to make money from. So the product is now going to drop to the sum of 226 US dollars 34 cents as your purchasing price. Then you retail at $54.74. When you are done, you would have made the returns of 1,806 US dollars, a little above that. Then when you subtract your 875, you would have made an amazing sum of 931 US dollars 42 cents. Trust me, that is a lot of money. There's a lot you can do with it. But let us go here and look at, a little bit on the sponsors bonus. I told you guys about a new this thing that came in called the startup bonus. Now, in the startup bonus, you have an opportunity. This is what I want to deal with right now, so that we'll be able to start rounding up. Next week, we're going to get it full dose. Now, in the startup bonus, this is for people in the startup. This is for people who are curious. You just want to buy products and find out whether it's actually working. You want to buy, just want to get some products and find out whether it's working. But the business, being what we are, says that even at the time when you are deciding to just buy some products, and use them, we will still give you, we are still there for you, trying to make sure that we keep you. So there are some things that we have done. So in case you, from any of the packages, actually bring somebody on that package, you stand the chance of getting 10% on your first level. And that first level only consists of 3 people. So when they come in and buy the product and use it and it's fine, and they decide to also invite other people, if they are able to get their 3 people, they are going to get 10% of whatever investment that those people have done. So for those of you who have been around partners, you know about the classic package already, where right now you are entitled to get paid to your second generation, to your second generation on the first generation. The company, when you bring, this is you, and you bring somebody into the business, of course, the company gives you the sum of 10%, which is up, from the normal 5% that we used to have. So right now, get yourself ready, hit the ground running, because 10% is waiting for you for every classic package that you register, starting from the 1st of April. So get on with it. Let's get to it. And if the person you brought in, brings in another person within the same period, you are sure of getting 5 extra percent. So basically on your first and second generation, you will smile home with 15%, which as far as I'm concerned is amazing. Then for those of you who are on the associate board and sleeping, well, please wake up from sleep because you're actually losing money, because what the company has simply done right now is to start giving you 10% on your first level. And the company increased it to 3 levels instead of 2. And on the second level, you are talking about making 5%. And on the third level, you are also going to make 5%. So whether you brought in the second or the third level, the company will still give you 5% for each one of them. Is that not amazing? So if you are on the associate board, you're here, Tayo, Bishop Angel Gamede, this is your time. Ayotunde Oladimeji, what's her name? Fumilade, all the way from the UK. If you are here, get on with it, because a lot of bonuses are waiting for you on your associate board. Bring in your people from the from the pre-associate board and start earning. Pastor Mike Effa, well, by the way, Pastor Mike Effa is our latest associate member. He became an associate before his birthday. Isn't that amazing? Amazing birthday gift. Welcome to the associate board, Pastor Mike. It's always good to have you around. Now, let me quickly introduce this, because this is one area I think I want to introduce to us. It's a new addition to the Ibmc family, which makes it possible for everybody to come into the business. So when you actually come in and you are thinking about, okay, let's just get some products, well, this might hit you like a bomb, because it's one amazing addition to the family that will literally change your life. So introducing the Jumpstart bonus is a new bonus that has just come in, which I would like to explain. What this bonus has simply done is to make your first 30 days in the business very crucial. Okay, it makes it very crucial. All you need to do is to come on it and be able to work it, because if you're able to work it within a period of 30 days, you stand the chance of making a lot of money. What am I talking about? This very package is open to every person that is in the business already, whether you are, on the pre-associate board, you are in the associate board, you are an executive, you are a manager, you are a director, whatever your position, you can do this. So what is happening here is this, and you have the power to do those registrations. What the company is saying is this: we will give you an extra bonus if you register about 3 or more people within a space of 30 days. What am I talking about? Look at this, is you here, and you are on the classic package. Okay, now within the month of March, you registered a startup A, okay? And within the same month, you're able to register startup B and startup C. Now, what the company is simply saying, because you did that, on the first day of the next month, we are going to give you a sponsor bonus of 10% times 2. How does it happen? How it happens is that within the same month, you are able to do 3 people within a period of 30 days, or within the same time, you're able to do DEF within the same period. So what the company now says is that, look, we are going to pay you for making it quicker, for making it within 30 days. We are actually going to give you something extra. Let's look at the workability of that and see how it works. Now, how it works is this. Now, if you look at this that we have here, you will understand what I'm talking about. This is you that is doing the registration. Now, within a period of 30 days, you have registered, let's say you registered 2 startup, 1A and B. Okay, within the same period, because you're not just majoring on the startup, you also had an opportunity of registering a classic account. And within the same period, you're able to register an agency account. What is the company still saying? What the company is simply saying is, within that period, because you have done this, what do? We are going to pay you your sponsors bonus first of all, okay, to the tune of 10%, because the startup package has 500 points. You need 500 points to be able to get it registered. Now, because you registered A and B, and both of them as our 500 points package, the company says we are going to give you 10% of that 500 package times 2. So what happens is that you're actually going to make 50 points in each of them, which is 100 points. Now, later on, you're going to understand what these points stand for. Now, if within the same period of 30 days, you're able to get a classic package on the bargain, the company still gives you, because that package is actually 1,000 points, the company will give you 10% of that 1,000 points, which is 100 points. Now, if you were able to be maybe lucky, blessed, you're able to bring in an agency package, which is D, the company, and that is 5,000 points, the company pays you 10% of that. So basically, you have made 10% from the 2 startup, you have also made 10% from the classic package, and you've made 10% from the agency package, which you were able to do within a time frame of 30 days. I keep repeating within a time frame of 30 days. So at the end of it all, and within the same period also, you were able to register one person, even though it was not, you registered E, but it was not in the 30 months period. What the company will still do, they will still pay you that very sponsor bonus, because you're talking about sponsor bonus, you're still going to get 10% of that very account. So basically, for sponsor bonus, you are going to be making the sum of 750 points, which amounts to 131 US dollars, which is going to amount to 131 US dollars 25 cents. Now let's go to the startup package, because that is important. Now, because these people, this A, B, C, D happened in the 30-day period, what does the company do? The company now says, look, we are still going to pay you for these 4 people, but because E did not fall in within the same period, you are not going to pay you for this. So imagine if you brought this, and this, you are going to make 10% from every one of them, because they came in within a period of 30 days. But because only A, B, C, D came in within the period of 30 days, the company gives you an extra of 10% on each of their point worth. So in this case, all you have simply done, when you have accomplished this, you have gotten extra 700 points, which is $122.05. Now watch this. If you now add these two together, you would have made the sum of 1,450 points, which amounts to 253 US dollars 75 cents. Now watch this. You can actually make this every month or even more, depending on how many people you are able to bring into the fore. So what are we simply saying? What I'm simply saying here is, ladies and gentlemen, men and brethren, tribesmen, team members, don't you think that it is time for us to start working on this? Because this package I'm talking about actually starts, goes into effect from the 1st of April. And let me quickly mention this. If you are not able, if you're able to get 3 members, 3 of these startup in 1 month, it counts for 1 classic package in the same month. Okay, but if you're not able to, you will not be able to get this bonus. This job stamp bonus will not come to you, because it's a 30-day period payout. It comes back to you on the 1st of every month. Like somebody said here, somebody said that actually, if I register for this startup package and I bring in 3 people, it simply means that I have entered the pre-associate package or the classic package with only that little sum of money that we're talking about, because the sum is $87.25 or thereabout. That's just about it, $87, not up to $100, which I believe everybody can do. In Nigeria, it is Nigeria is about 34,500, if I'm not mistaken. That is what it takes. So basically, everybody can come into the business. And imagine you making the sum of 253 US dollars every single month. Now, I needed to explain this for every one of us to understand, because I don't want us to take much time on it. I just needed to take it to us again and be able to answer some questions here, so that when we come in on Sunday, we are going to deal with this very seriously. But for any of our old partners who have not really gotten a hand on this one, I would like them to ask me some questions so that we'll be able to explain this to every one of them. So if you have any questions on this one, please may you ask right now before we start bringing our meeting to a close, because I believe that this is one area some of us do not have a hand on already, but it's good. It's an amazing thing. All I can tell you is that you can make as much as $253 every month. You can actually make up to 300, 500 every single month. So while you are building your board, you are actually making money every month. So can I get some questions? I think by Sunday, we are going to be more relaxed and then be able to treat this. And if you're also out there, you have some questions on that, please do ask me right away so that we can deal with them. Okay, any questions? Ibmc is a family. It's all about synergy with a great mission. Yes, that is what we are here for. We are a family that looks out for everybody's back. Okay, that is what it's all about. So if you have any questions, please do ask me. And then if there is none, I'll just call somebody to say a word or two, and we'll be calling it a day for tonight. I don't call it next day. Yes, Pastor Christy.
Yeah, my question is it the registering someone on the first day of like the April 1st? Mm-hmm. Is that what qualifies you for the jump start bonus?
Not exactly. What the takeoff, the startup package actually starts on the 1st of April. Okay. So every registration to that effect starts from the 1st of April. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean if you don't register on the 1st of April, you will not get any bonus. No. What they're simply telling you is that it's a calendar month program. So if you register on the 5th, it's going to be counting until the 5th of the new month. You get what I'm saying? So if you're able to wrap it up within the 5th of the next month, take for instance, you started on the 5th of April. If you finish it up by the 5th of the next month, by the 30th day, okay, you qualify for the jumpstart bonus. Are you okay? Pastor Christy, did you get that?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go right ahead.
And sir, I want to ask a question. What is in the package?
The package comes with, yes. Who is asking the question, please? May you introduce yourself so that we know who is asking. Okay, from Sierra Leone.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, fine. You see, it's 500 points, okay, in that package. So anytime you register such an account, you get products worth 500 points. Like for instance, our Virgin is 250 points. So basically, looking at it, you're talking about products worth 500 points. You're talking about 2 boxes of Virgin. Just as an example, yes. And that is to everyone. Every of our package has product attached to it. Yes.
Okay,
any other question? You're welcome. How is Sierra Leone today?
We are doing great, thank God.
Thank you. All right then. Any other question? Our friend, our great partner, Mr. Sam is here. I'm going to call him to say a few words, but let me try and see whether there's any other question for tonight as we round up. Any other question? All right. Mr. Sam, please, may you unmute and just say a word or two as we start bringing our meeting to a close. It's good to have you around. Thank you very much for coming. Despite your busy schedule, you are here tonight. Thank you. We sure do appreciate it. Yeah, please just do a wrap up for us for tonight. And,
good evening, Doctor.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. It's been nice. I actually came a bit late. Had some functions, but it's always nice to be in the session. And we want to also encourage people. Incidentally, I went for the function I went for. I was shocked when I saw Dr. Nono and her husband. I didn't know it was in their church. And they asked me to come and talk to them. So when I was there, I was asking the pastor, you guys have these people here and you are not making your church people to make money. you know. So a lot of them actually, I think, is one of the things we need to start changing mindset. People think network marketing is for riffraff. And that's why a lot of people are not making money. And I'll keep emphasizing it. There may not be lots of jobs, but certainly there is no short of opportunities. So we need to continue to realize. Last week, I posted a video on my status of when the children of Israelites wanted food and God sent them manna. Now, a lot of us have not gone to read that place very well. Manna was no food.
Yes.
Manna was frost. The children of Israel need to now process it to make food. Now, so a lot of the time, a lot of us are praying for breakthroughs. And God has shown us the breakthroughs. But because it's not coming in ties and suits and all those stuff, we are not realizing that they are opportunities. Mary is an opportunity that God has shown to a lot of people, but people are not taking advantage of it. So I will urge everyone on this call to share with a lot of people and talk to their contacts as well. One of the things I do very well is anybody that I'm giving stipend to, after a while, I show you Ibmc. So it's better for you to know how to fish than to continue to collect fish. And at the end of the day, I will tell you, if I call you to come and fish, and you say you don't like fish, don't be angry when I don't give you out of the barbecue fish when it's done.
Absolutely.
So a lot of us should always ensure that the opportunity is shown around people around us. Whether you like it or not, everybody will hear the gospel according to Ibmc. Now, it will be very painful if the people who are registering, doing the Ibmc, now come to tell you that, I'm doing Ibmc, and you now discover it's your neighbor. And the person that has spoken to your neighbor is somebody outside, okay? When I joined Ibmc, I didn't know anything about Ibmc. And somebody who had already marketed my wife. My wife had gone to treat the person, the mother of the person. So he was telling her about the wonderful opportunity. The luck was that when she now mentioned Ibmc, and I said, my husband is doing this stuff.
Oh.
Now, if she didn't mention Ibmc, maybe she would have registered my wife.
Under your nose.
Now, you don't imagine how it will feel for my wife to come home with Ibmc product. Wouldn't it be like, in fact, it would be the highest indictment. And at that time, I was an elite executive. So let's keep sharing to people, no matter where they are, so that when the time comes, they'll remember that, okay, we have spoken to them. There are lots of opportunities. Share on status, your messages, your product. This evening, yesterday, I shared the Adwell. This evening, while on this call, somebody has called me to order. So I had 3 calls yesterday. Today, I had 3 calls again. And they've credited money. I've not even supplied the products. One, all the way from Abuja. And I have not moved from my seat. I only just put it on my status. And those people said, I didn't speak to anybody. I only just put messages there. So there are so many ways we can actually enjoy the benefit of Ibmc. And so we should not waste it. I encourage everybody to keep sharing as long as we keep talking to people. Business will continue to come, one, and then we'll continue to change lives. The most important thing is that there is nothing sweeter than somebody sharing a story or a testimony of the product you recommended. It's sweeter than even the monetary benefit. So I want to thank you, Doctor, for the opportunity, and I hope we'll continue to take advantage of it. And those of you in Nigeria, please, let's make preparation for the anniversary. It's very important.
I heard you're giving out free tickets. When are you giving me my own? I saw you with them. I saw you with them.
You know, your own is 2 tickets. I can give one. You will provide the other one.
Okay. No, really, it's just amazing. You know, for those of you.
Doctor, you know what I'll do? I don't know
Yes,
who
sir.
is the first person on the call in Nigeria there. If we have the first person on this call that is in Nigeria, I will be in Lagos.
That is Pastor Mike. That is Pastor Mike Effa. I saw when
Pastor Mike is a big man now.
He is. No, the issue is the first man in Nigeria. That is Pastor Mike Effa. So Pastor Mike Effa, you have a free ticket for the anniversary from Mr. Sam.
And then another one for the first woman.
The first woman is from Nigeria is Olushola Akintoye. She already has a ticket.
Oh, so let's give to the second woman.
Okay, I'm going to find out who the second woman is and I'll let you know. You know, this is what it's all about.
I think what I'll do, Pastor.
Yes, sir.
Any first person that is not ranked associate that joins the call from now to anniversary will be given one ticket.
Beautiful. Have you guys heard? When you have heard, it's loud and clear. Please, Mr. Sam, can you repeat again? Let them hear. Olushola, are you hearing?
Every first non-ranked associate that joins, not even associate, any non-ranked, maybe potential member, prospect on the call, first person on the call, from now to the anniversary, free tickets.
Good. So guys, go out there and bring them in. Let your downlines, your associates go in for the anniversary. Mr. Akimbo Abiola, please quickly ask your question so that we'll start rounding up.
From Niger too, sir.
Okay.
If they can come from Niger, all well and good.
If they can come from Niger, no problem. That's not a problem. We are here already. Mr. Akimbo, is that a man or a woman? Akimbo Abiola, please ask your question. Akimbo Abiola. Okay, it's not there. Finally, because we need to close, I saw Mr. Sam, Akintoye Olushola is rioting now. She says it doesn't matter, she still wants her free ticket. So that is good. And Olushola, you had something to say. I saw your hand up. Can you quickly say that while we round up?
Yes, thank you, Dr. King. Thank you. How will I call it? Our manager, Mr. Sam. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this time you spoke to us, and that made me to raise my hand. And why did I raise my hand? You said something that you posted an advert yesterday and it was bringing back results. Beautiful. Well done. I did equally posted an advert on Virgin. Just that testimonial was what I posted. And someone just accosted me this evening and like, I'm ready. I'm coming in. I saw it. And please, when do I pay? It's just because I was driving down and I was on my way. In fact, no explanation. I told Dr. King. Dr. King was like, and let's join the meeting. I said, no, this one is convinced. Forget it. She's going to pay. It's just waiting for me to send the account number so that she could join. And when we started this weekend, on the page, it was saying that this is the weekend of making money, go make money, go make money. One thing is, when we key to opportunity, when we key to the word, you get the word in action. But when you don't take the word and you let it lie fallow, it will be dead.
That's
so
right.
it's a vision. Run with it. Run. The Bible says, "He who has it, let him or her run with the vision." So please, I'm encouraging everyone on the call this evening to run with the vision. Run with it. It works. It works. Many people are really suffering out there. Preach the gospel of Mary according to Mr. Sam. Preach it. Make a propaganda of it and let people hear it. Sound it on the mountaintop. Sound it on the social media platforms and let people come join us. It was exciting for me to be at the office this Wednesday, and I really
Oh yeah, she was at the office on Wednesday.
So everyone out there, preach it and let's go make money again this week. We can make it. We can do it. We can do it. Let's keep the smile. Stay happy while making money. Thank you.
Thank you, Olujola. She was at the office on Wednesday, and I tell you, my ears were
so I think that's another opportunity a lot of us are missing. That office.
Yes, visiting the office.
Visit the office. You have to, that when they say iron sharpened iron, a lot of us think it's individual. No. It's a tool. A knife, for example, to sharpen a knife, you need a file.
That's true.
A file is not another knife. Yes, you can use another knife, but a file it is. So the office is another place. You meet people, your spirit is lifted. And when you are coming for those seminars, get a friend along. Get someone along. When I presented on Tuesday, there is an Uber guy I've been speaking about network marketing to for the past 2 years. 2 years. So I sent the invitation to everybody. He was the least person I expected to come. In fact, when he was in the session, I didn't know he was the one. He only peeped. He just wanted to peep and go. He peeped and he was listening and then sat down. And just after the seminar, he registered. Agency. If you look at the group, we welcomed somebody last week. That what did you see? Yeah. The Uber driver has registered and is prepping his wife up. It was the least person I expected.
That's amazing.
So we need to bring people there, let people see, when they see the environment, they know it's not a child's play.
Absolutely.
So when they come, see how cozy the environment is, he was even asking how many times, and incidentally, he lives close to the office, and he didn't even know something like that was going on. So let's take advantage. We ourselves need to come there regularly. The more you listen, every time I listen to this session, I've learned everything Dr. Charles said today, for example. So when I'm talking with authority because I've listened.
Absolutely. Yes.
I've listened to what Dr. Linda said. Okay. So as the session was going, the person that was asking me about Adwell, when I was beginning to talk to her about Adwell, she was asking me if I'm a doctor as well. I said no. But I was listening to what they were saying and I was listening to market. So we need to continue to sharpen, listen to people, visit the office. It's a business.
Absolutely.
It's not a side hustle. Me, I don't join people to say it's a side hustle or it's a full business. And we must take it as such. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Sam. And I think I will just allow Pastor Mike because he has a duty to do. Pastor Mike Effa, may you please unmute? I just want you to do two things. Number one, tell us about your experience when you went to the Ibmc office. Then after that, what did it do to you? Then you close us with a prayer.
Okay. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And to all of you that are watching us from various social media handles, I want to appreciate you all for having stayed with us this long. Well, quickly, I came into Ibmc in November 2019, and within that period, I made two visits to the Ibmc office. And the first time I went alone, the second time I went with a prospect. Well, the Ibmc office, there's this ambience, there's this ambience, there's this high sense of maturity. Just like Mr. Sam has said, indeed, when you get there, you will know that you will see people seated, serious-minded individuals with their laptops pressing one thing or the other. In fact, what I want you to know, they're not just pressing anything, they're pressing money. So after I saw those people, I sat there with them the second time because they had not yet started the presentation. When the presentation was about to start, we registered, myself and the prospect that I took with me. We went upstairs. I think that was the first time I saw Dr. No, though I didn't know then that she was, that was her name. But I saw her, she made a presentation on Atwell and Vita and Virgin. All of them, they spoke as people with authority. And at the end of the day, we came down very much pleased and convinced that it was a time well spent. So from there, I had continued my journey with Ibmc, and today I'm sitting on the blue board and looking forward to advancing by the grace of God. I just want to tell everyone out there that Ibmc indeed is real. If not for anything, yes, was it not on Friday we saw the people that are in Dubai already having catching phone, all expenses paid. In the Buharified Nigeria of today, this would not have been possible. But Ibmc has made it possible for them. So if you are here on this call, please, let's take this business seriously. And I want to also appreciate my amiable and hardworking downline, Miss Madam Olusola Akintoye. The fire is really, really, really burning. we are going to set that board. We don't need fire service. We don't need fire service because it's a good fire. So we'll keep it burning.
She's a thunder. Oh dear.
All right.
Right on, man. Mm-hmm.
Now, again, I want to appreciate one of my friends. We were together in Tremokoba before he moved to Okota or so. His name is Christian. I spoke with him, I think yesterday or so, and I was glad to notice that he came. He's on the call, and he has stayed. Even when I think network threw him out, he came back. He's still on the call. So I salute his resilience. I told him that the discussion we were having yesterday, it was not by accident. God is opening a new door for him. So Amen. I still believe that he will tap and get the best out of Ibmc. Thank you, Mr. Sam, for the ticket. Thank you so much. So I appreciate each and every one of us that has been on this call. All our Dr. Linda, Dr. Charles. Dr. Charles, you have become a professor in Ibmc. Thank you.
Yeah.
Barrister Nella, we didn't hear you today, but I know you are waiting in the line, in the sidelines. I'm sure you will come back next Sunday to bulldoze us. But for those of us, for all those that have been on the call tonight, I believe that for me, it's been a time well spent. And I also believe that for you too, it was a time well spent. You know, the togetherness, ideas, and everything that we have shared together. I strongly believe that as we go into the week ahead, it will come down to us in different forms. Thank you so much. God bless us all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. All right. Thank you very much, Pastor Mike. We're going to be bringing the meeting to a close today. And trust me, we'll try as much as possible to cut down on the time. Why we shot a little bit above was because of internet. So, but all the same, I am sure that we have made an amazing time out today. May I ask everybody to just unmute yourself, and let's just use the next 1 minute to just celebrate ourselves and let the world out there. I told you we are live on YouTube, we are live on Facebook, we are also live on Twitter. So what do? Just unmute and let the world out there know that we actually have people on this call today. Mr. Christian, thank you very much for coming through. We celebrate our people from Niger, our people from Sierra Leone, our people from Nigeria, our people from South Africa. I saw them. They all came around. That is just amazing. Thank you very much. Dr. Linda, thank you very much. Amazing job. Dr. Charles, please don't stop that investigative Ibmc stuff that you're doing. You are throwing much content into the lives of people. You are really making value. We sure appreciate you. Let me tell you, our journey has just begun. I'm telling you, we are going to be on the international platform pretty soon. Thank you very much. I appreciate you people. I celebrate you people. It's so amazing. Tayo, thank you for seeing you. I saw Tosin as well. Mr. Christian, we bless God for you. Thank you for coming. Welcome to the family. Ibmc is waiting for you. Let us put our heads together and make amazing things out of here. Barrister Nella, what can I say? You are always the lead, and we give God praise for you. Mike has told you we are waiting for you. He actually told me, he said, God sent you as a bulldozer to bulldoze everybody to to the bigger boards. All right, no problem. We'll get it done. Thank you all very much for being a part of this. Until we meet again on another edition of the Ibmc 2022 Global. My name still remains Dr. King Vitus, eminent peace ambassador with the UN, and a proud Imerian. Let's go out there this week. We're entering into a day I call MMM, Money Making Monday. Let's go there and make some money. Of course, let's go there, register some people. Let's go there and make money because everybody needs money. Thank you very much for sticking, and may God bless you real good. With this, those of you that stay around with me to pray, so please go hang around. For everybody else, thank you very much for coming. And for those of you who are there who joined us on the internet, thank you. On the social media, thank you very much for coming. Have a lovely evening and may